Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is still Monday, November 25th, 2024. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I want to talk about my country. I've been here for a good little while, right? I was born in 1972, so y'all do the math. And I've seen different sides of America. I've seen a different, what would you say, culture. The culture in America has changed from when I was younger. And things supposed to change. Nothing stays the same, right? Things change. Nothing stays the same. I get it. Even though things must change, you always want to try to make sure you're changing for the better. You're going to change, I'm going to change, life going to change, the world going to change. Everything changes. The goal is to change for the better. I don't want to change, which I'm going to change whether I want to change or not. You're going to change whether you want to or not, but you don't want to change for the worse. And that's where we stand right now in America. America has changed. The world has changed. Everything changes. But we have changed. As well as the rest of the world. But we have changed really bad. We have changed for the worst. I think our change is worse than the changes that other places have experienced. Most other places around the world have always been kind of effed up. The culture, the government, the lifestyle has always been kind of not desirable. You never desired or wanted to live in Russia, North Korea, China. Those places have always been pretty much the way they are now. So the little change they've made, they haven't changed far off of what they've always been. They still pretty close to how they've always been. Russia is still gangster. North Korea still gangster. Russia still have masculine men. They don't play the politically correct stuff. They don't do all of the community, LGBT, they don't do all that. They ain't doing none of that. They've changed, but they ain't changed too far from where they always been. They haven't made no drastic changes. Even though Russia failed, they went from USSR, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, to now just Russia. They had a few countries break off. They separated, like Ukraine. Ukraine used to be a part of Russia, for those that don't know that. Right? But other than that type of change, Russia hasn't changed much from how they've always been. Masculine men, and the women they ain't got the bad looking women, but they always been like that. But they women still act like they acted 40 years ago, put it that way. They ain't got far off from how they always been. So they ain't changed for the worse, put it that way. China still the same old China the way they been. Even though they changed in certain areas, they may have a few more rights than they used to have. But overall, they still strict conservative China. As we call it, red China. So forth and so on. Everywhere around the world has changed. But America is the one I would say has changed for the worst compared to everybody else. America has done the worst changing out of all the other countries. Because we went from the strongest country in the world to the weakest. Our change is more drastic. We have declined to the point to where our fall is inevitable. We guaranteed to fall like Rome. and other empires that failed. Our downfall is upon us. I'm going to tell you why. Example, what made me come up with this topic? America has become a society that has accepted weak men, soft men, beta males, masculine women, women out of control, women that don't want to stay in the boundaries of where they're supposed to be, and men don't want to be where they're supposed to be. First of all, I ain't going to trip off the women being out of order, because that's what happens when the one that was supposed to be the leader relinquishes his leadership role, which is man. Women are out of order in America. The Western woman is undesirable. As a man who wants a family, a wife, and all that, you do not want a Western woman. Big one, I'm a good woman. I'm from America. Anybody got time to be searching through a haystack for that one needle? We ain't got time for that, ladies. To you good women out there, you are a needle in a haystack. You don't get it. I know there's good women still out here. I say it all the time. But when you look at the overall population of America, which is a few 100 million people, if you got 5 million, which sounds like a lot, that's a large number. 5 million, that's a lot of people, Big Ward, 5 million. I'm going to say in America, from East Coast to West Coast, from North to the South, the entire America has about 5 million overall good women that's still worthy to be a man's wife, a good wife to a good husband. 5 million women. And I'm being a little generous with that number. But Big War, that's a lot. We have over almost 500 million, half a billion people in America. Last I checked, it was like 450, almost 500 million people in America. So we got 5 million women that still are qualified and worthy to be taken care of and provided for as a wife. 5 million. That's it. But that's not the woman's fault that it's like that. It's you weak, soft, beta male, mama boy, don't want to be a man, think you a woman trapped in a man's body, dudes. That's what happened to America. As the man came off his leadership perch, so goes the man, so goes the society. The stronger the man, the stronger the society. The stronger the male leadership, the stronger the society. Not the women. The stronger the women, the weaker the society. If the women are stronger than the men, if the women are outdoing the men, if the women are leadership roles over the men, that society is guaranteed to crumble. Guaranteed. So therefore, men, we are responsible for the decline of America. And anywhere in the world that a man give up his leadership, that society will fall. I'm not saying be a tyrant and a dictator over your woman. That's not what I mean. Those who know, I ain't going to keep explaining what I mean by biblical principles and the order of things given by the Creator. I ain't going to keep explaining that to no grown-ass folks. Just keep doing what you want to do. Live how you want to live. It's a free country. I do what I want to do. Okay, go ahead. But don't be looking around looking crazy wondering why your country failed. Right now, for example, this is what made me want to do this topic. I'm going through my comments, reading comments, responding, hitting the heart, something. And I don't respond to everybody's comments. I get it. I still want y'all to know I appreciate your every comment, every like, every share, every view. I appreciate it like it's Linda Lewis, my very first one. Just be happy for me that I have grown and God has blessed me enough to where I have so many comments now, I can't respond to all of them. I can't read all of them more because I do have a son, a life, a job, and I'm trying to keep my YouTube channel going, keep bringing content to y'all. That's a lot I got. I don't have no team. I don't have no background support and all that, and I don't know if I ever will. I'm smart enough to handle it on my own. I don't need no accountant to count my money. If I got $1 gazillion, I know how to count to $1 gazillion. You'll never mess my money up. So I will handle my own channel. So therefore, if that means I can't get to every comment, I'm just letting y'all know I appreciate you. Please don't stop commenting. I'm asking you, please, because I appreciate you. I see a couple of comments here in that big word that responded. Did you just see how many comments on the last video? Like 300, 400? How am I going to do that? That's just one video. I try to make 2, 3 videos every day. And y'all are showing up, supporting me. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful. That's why I got to segue this little part here to let y'all know it's not going unnoticed. And it's not that I don't appreciate you. Just bear with me. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all have helped me grow. Thank you. But as I was reading the comment, one of them said, Big what? It's one of my trolls. I didn't know it was a troll. I had to go back and look at some of the other comments. So I blocked them once I saw, oh, this a troll. That's how I don't really have a need for moderators. Because when I'm reading comments, even if it ain't on live, any comment that's out of order, I know that's a potential troll right there. I go on to block them right then. So therefore, on my live, I don't have as many trolls as I used to, because I block them during the week. I ain't going to tell you I blocked you. I don't do that like y'all do. I'm going to unsubscribe and tell me you're going to unsubscribe. I don't tell you I'm going to block you. I just block you. So you won't even know you're blocked when you be coming on here saying something stupid. I ain't going to say nothing. All you're going to know the next time you make a comment, you're going to think it's YouTube when really your ass been blocked. That's why your comment ain't showing up. So the comment said, Big what? Why you so, another one of the doom and gloom thing, why you negative Nancy? Which that was my mom's name, Nancy, but that's neither here nor there. Why you so negative? Why you negative Nancy? What she said? Well, something to do with that. You know, my doom and gloom, that y'all labeled it doom and gloom, that y'all constantly ask me to talk about. People overlook that. That y'all are asking me to talk about what I talk about. I'm not going to talk about what the hell I want to talk about and you don't want to hear it. That would be stupid. Why would I have a car dealership but I'm selling bicycles? People come there looking for cars. You in there selling bikes. Wondering why the bikes ain't selling. When people come in there, you got a car dealership sign out front, but you selling bicycles. I'm going to give my people what the F they want. If you ain't my people and this ain't what you want, y'all please help me out, please. To the people that support me and love me and appreciate me, I need your help. Help me figure this out. I cannot figure this out to save my life. Somebody please tell me, why are these people still watching my content and then complaining about it? Asking me why I say this, why you do this, why you always this. If you know I'm always doing it, that means you always watching it. If you know, Big Boy, you always talking about doom and gloom. So if you know what I always talk about, that means you watch me more than once. You still watching. So my question is, people, why won't these folks leave? That's why I made this topic of this video. Why America will fall. Number one, we are the most entitled group of Americans that have ever existed in America. America has never had a group of people like we have now that feel like somebody else owes them something. Once upon a time, we had citizens in America that were slaves. As soon as they were released, they fought for their freedom. They didn't sit around feeling like nobody owed them freedom. They fought for it. You ever heard that saying, freedom ain't free? That's why we got a military. If you don't have a military or armed forces to defend your freedom, you must fight and defend your freedom. Freedom ain't free. If you can't defend it, you will be a slave. Right now, in this world right now, the only way you're going to be free is if you're willing to be unalive for it. You're willing to fight for it. Nobody even owes you freedom. My ancestors didn't even feel like they were owed freedom. They fought for it and won it. If not, they would still be slaves, and deservedly so. The saying is, there's two types of people that deserve to be a slave. I think it was Abraham Lincoln said it. Two types of people that deserve to be a slave. Any person that would enslave another human being, and any person that would allow themselves to be enslaved. If you allow yourself to be a slave, you deserve to be enslaved. If you are the type of person that would have slaves, you deserve to be a slave. Two people, Abraham Lincoln. My people, they deserve to be slaves because they fought and won to not be slaves. They didn't even have the entitlement syndrome that we have in America now, that somebody owe you something. My people don't even feel like folks owe them freedom. They knew then what we seem to not know now. Whatever you want, you got to earn it and fight for it. It is not owed to you. Not even your life, not even your freedom. If you don't defend that's why they call it self-defense. If you don't defend yourself, somebody will take yourself from you. Hence the word self-defense. But now in America, everybody is owed something by somebody else. That's our number one character defect. That's the number one reason America is guaranteed to continue falling till we no longer exist. There's nothing we can do now if we don't get rid of that entitlement mindset. And I blame liberalism, the Democrat Party. They started entitlements. You don't have to work as hard. You don't have to do this. You don't need to struggle. You don't have to pull yourself up by the bootstrap. But you hungry, you ain't got nothing, I'll feed you. I'll give you something. I'll pay your bills. I'll pay your rent. I'll pay your light bill. You don't need to, no, don't worry about it. Somebody's supposed to help you. Our strongest generation of people was during the Great Depression and before. And then the World War II generation, the greatest generation. Those were people that got it out the mud, everything they had. Black, white, it don't matter. They got it out the mud. Nobody was owed anything. You won't be able to go back and read anything about the slaves saying they were owed. Hence, Nat Turner, slave rebellions, all that shit. They weren't owed nothing. The so-called white man. The reason they came here in the first place, because they were being oppressed in England by the kings. That's why they said they came here and we don't want no more kings, no monarchy, democracy, or republic. We are a republic because they refused to be under a king ever again. They fought and died for what they wanted. They didn't feel entitled to nothing. They came over here, ran up against resistance from the so-called Indians. Went to war with the Indians and won. Some of y'all want to claim they stole it. They won it in battle. The Indians put up a fight. I don't know if y'all know that or not. They lost. To the victor goes the spoils. That's the way it's been throughout human history. And got nothing to do with no white men coming over here doing the Indians wrong. That's life. Before the white man ever stepped foot on this land, Indians, the Native Americans, was over here battling with other Native Americans for the same land. The Navajo, the Apache, and other tribes was battling against each other for the white man ever set foot here. They were enslaving each other. The same thing going around the entire world. It's not just an American thing. You American haters think that. But I'm going to give you a dose of truth. If you don't get nothing else from me, you're going to get truth and something you can go verify what I'm saying. If you can't defend your land, somebody will take your land. The Indians found that out, and they've been doing it to each other before the Europeans got here. They was over here going to war with each other for land, for the buffalo. For some reason, y'all think they were living peacefully over here. Why did they have bow and arrows, spears? Because they was warring with each other. Before Christopher Columbus and all them boys got over here. What happened was, they got over here, had better weapons than the natives. They had bow and arrows. The so-called paleface had gunpowder. It is what it is. Fast forward to now. Now we got people coming on a YouTube channel thinking they got a right to tell somebody else what they should talk about instead of just saying, I ain't watching him no more. I don't like what he's talking about. No, I can't do that. He got to talk about what I want him to talk about. Entitlement. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why America must fall. We got grown men getting banned from YouTube channels from trolling other grown men. You know how many grown men? It's been all men. I maybe have to have blocked 3-4 women. It's all men. So-called leaders. Supposed to be our leaders. The men supposed to lead. This is why the women are out of order, because we got men that will go on a YouTube channel, comment section, and troll the content creator. That's what they do. This is what they find time to do. I wish I would go on somebody's channel and troll. Not Big Ward. I'm a boss. I got stuff to do. I got a family. I'm a grown alpha. I'm a man. What I look like going on somebody's page, trolling? You got a big head. Look how you talk. And then they're getting banned. I haven't been banned on nobody's comment section because I ain't going in there talking crazy. Like I ain't got no sense. I'm a grown-ass man on another grown man page trolling him. That's the kind of men we have in America right now. Mooch and all of them. Mooch's wife left him. Somebody getting a back blow. That's why he hating. Because whoever blowing his wife back out look like me. He reminds Mooch of me. I know your story, Mooch Will Ford. You lost your family. I know. And the guy was an alpha male and you was a beta male. So now you troll me and other channels. I ain't the only one he trolled. Any alpha male, any man, him and his troll, his minions, they flock to the channel and get on that all day long. All day long. Don't like it, but watching the videos all day. These are the men that America is dependent on to defend her against Putin, against Kim Jong-un. Yes, she's dependent on men like me, but ain't enough of us. The majority of the men in America right now are the type of men that's on YouTube trolling other men. On these alpha male channels talking about women ain't this, these women out of this. It's you, player. These are the men that made the alpha male channel so big. Made the red pill community, so be it. These type of men that's paying for consultation with another man to tell him how to get women. They tried that with me. I don't want to do all that. That shit, I ain't gonna do all that. I talk to you, I do consultations. If you want one, it ain't gonna be about how to get no women. I ain't talking about no. We're gonna talk about how you can level up, how to get your mind right, how to be that big dog, if you want to talk about that. And if you become that, the women gonna come anyway. I ain't gotta tell you how to get no women. I'm gonna tell you how to be that man you're supposed to be, that your daddy would be proud of. Instead, a lot of y'all daddies out here, if you got daddies, he's ashamed of you. My boy turned out to be a straight punk. Look at him on YouTube trolling Big Ward. Mooch, I'm ashamed of you. That's what your dad's saying, Mooch. This is why America must fall. This is why we are falling. Entitlement, liberalism, and the softest men on the planet. And whenever an alpha male show up, it's like a celebrity, a movie star that showed up. He's so rare nowadays. A real masculine, solid, stand on business, thorough, man with character, a man of his word. When he show up, he's so rare that they bring the cameras out like damn near filming it. We saw one today. We saw a real man sighting, like Bigfoot. Whenever I step in somewhere, it be all eyes on me. Not just because I look good, but because my aura, my vibe, my shoulders is up, my chest stuck out. And I shake your hand and I'm looking you in your eye. What's up? I love you, America. I hate to see you fall. I'm going to do the best I can. And the men like me, the masculine men that we still have left, we're going to try to save you if it ain't too late. But ladies and gentlemen, I am afraid it's too late. We went too far. And I guarantee you somebody gonna come on this talking about, why you talking about that? And all I'm gonna tell you is, get it, got it, good. Bye.